Guys, happy Fragrance Friday. So today is when I'm going to go over all my fragrance mists and body lotions or creams that I have used throughout this week. I would definitely love if you go ahead and put your scent of the day down in the comments because we would all love to know what you are wearing as well, whether that be a perfume, lotion, body cream, a body mist, whatever it is. Go ahead and leave your scent of the day down in the comments. And as usual, we are going to start with last Friday and then go up through this last Thursday. And then if you're interested in what I'm wearing today, this Friday, go ahead onto Instagram because I do post my daily updates, or I try to post daily updates over there for each day, my scent of the day. So I will go ahead and put my handle right here so you guys can all find me on Instagram as well. And if you have not subscribed already and you like this kind of content, I would definitely love if you subscribe as well because I do these like weekly wrap ups every single week. Plus I do my What's New Wednesdays and I try to toss in another video in there as well. So I would definitely love to have you as a subscriber if you aren't already. And we are just going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this week I use some like winter type products. And then I did pull out some older products that I had and I wanted to use and incorporate because I was just kind of craving some of them and I want to use some of them up as well. So we're going to get started with last Friday. So last Friday, I actually did pull out a winter scent. This is from last year, but they do have this one this year as well. Most years they do come out with this one, and this one is Winter Candy Apple. I actually got this one at the end of last year and I really fell in love with it. So I definitely wanted to get my use out of it this year because I really didn't get much use out of it last year because it was kind of wrapping up the season. So I just got this kind of late in the winter season. I did wear it a few times, but since they did recently bring this one back, this one is like in more of like a faceted type packaging this year. They usually do bring Winter Candy Apple back like every single year. So this is one that we keep seeing returning, but this packaging is from last year. So it does look a little bit different this year. So the fragrance notes on Winter Candy Apple are red apples, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. So to me, this one kind of has like a twist on that apple because you can smell that rose and the cinnamon as well. So this is just like a really nice fruity kind of scent, but it does kind of have like a perfume quality to it as well, in my opinion, because it does have that added level of like rose and cinnamon. To me, I smell the rose a little bit more than the cinnamon, but I know everyone is different, so everyone picks up different scents differently. But to me, that rose gives it more of like a perfumey note, so it's kind of like a perfumey apple. But in my opinion, it definitely is like a lot different than, say, like the champagne apple and honey. That one doesn't have that like rose element in it, and so that rose definitely levels this one up a little bit, and I think prefer this one over like the champagne apple and honey one, just because it does kind of have a little bit something different than just total apple, which I do really like the other one as well. But this is really nice, and for this time of year as well, because this will like do better in a colder climate since it does have that like rose element and it's a little bit stronger. So yeah, I really love this one and I definitely want to get my use out of it this year. So I did pull this one out, and this is the lotion as well. So I paired it with the Winter Candy Apple lotion. And as you guys know, I usually like to pair my stuff with the same scent because it just amplifies that scent so much more and makes it last just a lot longer. So I tend to want to get the matching like body lotion or body cream because it just makes it just last so much longer. But there are some really good scent combos as well that I like to pair. So but this is what I wore last Friday, and it's definitely one of my favorites for winter so far, probably this year, because I just love this one. It just is such a great scent, and it's fruity, and it kind of makes me happy since that apple scent. And I've been really loving apple scents lately, so definitely was time to pull this one out. And then we're going to go on to Saturday. So Saturday, I pulled out this one. This one is like a classic. This one makes me reminisce kind of about my like childhood or teenage years, because I actually wore this one quite a bit when I was like a teenager. So this one has been around for quite a while. I only have it in the little mini right now because the minis actually tend to last me a very long time. Since I do have a larger collection, I don't really focus on one product at a time. So minis do well for me. A mini will last for quite a while for me. So this one is warm vanilla sugar. This packaging is actually from probably a couple years ago. Like I've had this one for quite a while now. And yeah, it's just a mini travel size. So it does not have the scent notes on the back, but I did pair it with this lotion. This is a little bit different packaging than the spray because I did get these at different times. So this one has the fragrance notes on it. So the fragrance notes for warm vanilla sugar are intoxicating vanilla, white orchid, sparkling sugar, fresh jasmine, and creamy sandalwood. And to me, it is just very reminiscent of like days past, and everything. But I still really love this fragrance once in a while. But I seriously used to use this one like almost every single day at one point in high school. So yeah, I do love this one. It has kind of like a warm vanilla scent, but it does have that floral kind of in the background. So it doesn't make it like a total gourmand scent, but I can smell kind of like a sugary vanilla, and then that floralness in the background kind of levels it up into more of like an enhanced fragrance because it's not just pure vanilla, although I do love pure vanilla fragrances as well. This one is just, a classic for me. So I do tend to like this one once in a while, not all the time for sure like I did, but it's a great fragrance. And I know a lot of people say it doesn't have much scent, but when I pair it with the lotion, I find that it lasts quite a while on myself. And yeah, I just really enjoy this one because I've had this one forever. So and I keep coming back to it. So I don't know if they have this one available online or in stores. Usually it is like part of their core collection. So I'm not sure. They probably will bring it back if it is not already in the stores and online right now. But this is such a great classic core fragrance from Bath and Body Works. Definitely recommend if you like vanilla. I know most people already know what this smells like. So we're going to just move on to the next day, which is Sunday. So Sunday, I pulled out one that I got this last summer. But to me, this fragrance is definitely not just a summer fragrance. Like it could be any time of year fragrance for me anyways, in my taste, because I love like sweet fragrances, gourmand fragrances. So I pulled out Cotton Candy Clouds, and I did get this one at this past I think it was the SAS this summer, and I never had smelled this one before, and I really enjoy this one though now. So the fragrance notes on it are spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. So right up my alley, really, because I love sugar, I love berries, and I love vanilla. So the berries in this aren't like juicy ripe berries or anything. It's more like kind of like a candied type berry in a way. Like to me, the berries are kind of more in the background. Like I smell the cotton candy type smell and also the vanilla. And I mean, it is somewhat artificial smelling, but that is kind of what cotton candy smells like. It's not, like a ripe berry. It's like sugary, artificial candy type. So yeah, I love this one. I can smell the vanilla in it. And the berries really take a background seat to me. I smell the cotton candy and the vanilla, and it almost has like a little bit of a caramelized note, in my opinion. So yeah, I really enjoy this one though. Definitely haven't gotten my use out of it, but I can definitely use this one throughout different seasons. Like I could use this in fall, winter, spring, summer. Like this is really anytime, because the cotton candy scent to me is just like anytime. It's not just summer. So I paired this with the Cotton Candy Clouds body cream, which I think they did not sell this in the lotion. So as you guys know, it's getting pretty yellow because these creams with vanilla turn yellow so quickly. But of course, I'm still going to keep using this because it's not bad or anything. It's not separated. It's still good. So I love these paired together though, because it just amplifies the scent, and it actually is pretty strong. Like this one definitely lasts me all day long when I use it. I love this one though. It's just kind of a scent of its own with that cotton candy vanilla, and it's really nice. Like I've been loving this one. But yeah, I think it's great for any time of year. So, I mean, definitely pull out your cotton candy clouds once in a while if you have it, because this one is just so good. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to Monday. So Monday, I pulled out another one, but this one's actually kind of like an older one. And actually, I didn't tell you guys about cotton candy, like where, like this is not available in stores anymore, but you could get it probably on eBay or Mercari, and they do tend to bring this one back every single year, like around the summertime. So just keep your eye out. And this next one is Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. I used this one on Monday. This was from not last summer, but the summer before. And it was a re-release because this is like the same as the cake pop one that came before this one. I don't remember what it's called, but this is the one that I have, and I love this one. It's like a very cakey, sweet frosting type vanilla. And the fragrance notes on this one are creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean. So definitely something that I love. This is definitely like more of a gourmand type fragrance, but it is so good. It's like very vanilla forward, but then it's got those like buttery cake notes in it as well that I absolutely love. I love those like buttery type notes when they add those to fragrance mist, especially like on the vanillas and coconuts, because it just smells so delicious. It kind of just levels it up into a whole different fragrance than just like a pure vanilla with those cake notes. This smells so delicious. And yeah, this one definitely is not available in store or online, but eBay or Mercari, you could probably find this one. And like I said, it was released under a different name before this one came out, but I can't remember the exact name of that. If you remember, go ahead and comment below and let me know if you like this fragrance as well, because I am loving this one. I need to kind of use this one up a little bit more because I do have the body cream, and I paired it with this body cream this time too. But you know, the body creams, especially when they have vanilla in them, they get very, very yellow. So I need to work on using this up a little bit more, but at the same time, I don't want this to like leave my collection because I love this one so much. Like I always want this Vanilla Confetti Sparkle in my collection, but as you can see, I haven't used a whole lot of this one. You know, a lot of my fragrance mists don't have a ton of fragrance mists gone because I do jump around and I don't really focus on doing like project uses ups or anything, because I don't like having to like commit to using only certain fragrances. When I have a whole collection, I want to use what I feel like for that morning, you know? So I don't want to limit myself and not enjoy my collection when, you know, I have things that I would want to use. So yeah, this one is when I need to try to work on using this cream up, but definitely don't want to do it too fast. So I love this fragrance so much though. I hope they will bring this one back soon for anyone who missed out too, because this is just such a great fragrance. I hope they bring it back like this summer or something. So now we're going to go ahead and jump to, let's see, Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I pulled out this one, which I got this one at I think it was last winter on the SAS, the semi-annual sale. And this one is brown sugar and fig, or maybe it was last summer. I don't know. I don't remember now. But brown sugar and fig has become one of my favorite fragrances. It's funny because when this one was out, like in the 90s, I hated it, but I was, like a teenager and I just wasn't into those kind of scents as much, I think. And I didn't jump around in scent as much either. Like I kind of just used more like fruity type scents, or I did use that vanilla one quite a bit, but yeah, this one, when they re-released this one as like a throwback and then bringing it back, I discovered that I loved this one so much. I thought my favorite out of this like 90s type collection was going to be the Sun Ripened Raspberry, because that was my favorite in high school when they had that one. But this one has won my heart over. The Sun Ripened Raspberry one had more of a green note when I smelled it this year, or this last time when it came out. So that kind of made me not like Sun Ripened Raspberry quite as much as I used to, because of that like greenery note in it, which was, I think, strawberry leaves or something. But I don't remember that in the initial release when, they used to have it a long time ago. So that kind of threw me off. But this brown sugar and fig one is so good. It was like right away an instant hit when I smelled this one this time. So the fragrance notes on this are fresh fig, coconut milk, and caramelized brown sugar. And it is just such a nice fragrance. It is like so warm, and like you can definitely smell that brown sugar in here, and it's warm and like the sweetness of it. And you get a little bit of that coconut as well, but it's definitely not overpowering. Like the coconut blends very, very well with everything else. Like it doesn't stand out like in some fragrances, like coconut is very overpowering. But this is really a nice mix. It's like a very sweet, sweet, fig, and then just a hint of coconut. But I love this one. I do like coconut fragrances as well, but I'm not like huge on coconut. But this one is so good, and with that just the little bit of coconut added, it really levels this one up to me. But it smells so good, and this almost gives me more perfume vibes, even though it kind of is like a sweet kind of foodie fragrance in a way. It's not like total foodie at all, and it kind of has that like elevated, like a little bit of a perfumey smell as well. But I love this one so much. The brown sugar and fig one, totally fell in love with it at first sniff when I got it, during the SAS. So I wanted to pull this one out because this one really is like a perfect fall to winter scent, and like even transitioning into winter from fall, like this one is definitely perfect. It holds up well in the weather. It's strong enough. It lasts like all day. So I love this one. I did pair it with the matching lotion. But let me know your thoughts on brown sugar and fig, because I know I went back and forth about it, because back in the day when I was, in high school or whatever, I did not care for this one. But now my scent has definitely changed, and definitely loving this scent. So I'm definitely going to pull that one out a few more times. It's not available now on, the website or in store, but eBay or Mercari, you might be able to find this one still. And then we're going to go on to Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I actually was going on a little mini vacation with my family, with my two kids and my husband. And we went to like an indoor water park type hotel. If you guys are familiar with like Great Wolf Lodge, that's where we went. And it's like really cool. It's like a big, huge water park that's indoors. It has water slides, a wave pool, all that stuff, all the fun stuff for kids. And we wanted to let the kids have fun and, stay a night there and let them do their thing. So immediately when I was thinking water park, like I'm going to a water park today, I definitely want to bust out a coconut fragrance. I don't know why, like water parks and summer definitely make me think of like coconut fragrances. So that is what I went to. So I actually did like a combo on this one because I don't have a match to my lotion. So actually I'm first going to show you guys the lotion I use. So this is the Coconut Cream Pie lotion. I love this coconut scent. I think this is probably my favorite coconut forward scent that I have in my collection. I really wish I would have gotten the fragrance mist to this when I was able to, but I did not, and they haven't brought it back since. So I'm kind of bummed out about that because I love coconut cream pie and I really wish I could get a fragrance mist for this, but I don't really want to go to like Mercari and eBay and purchase it because I do have other coconut things that I can mix with this or other fragrances that would go well, which I will show you what I used with this one in a minute. But the fragrance notes on coconut cream pie are toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie crust. Let me know if you want coconut cream pie to come back as well. Tell me in the comments because I think this is such a nice fragrance. Like, I want this one to come back so badly, but they have not brought it back yet. But yeah, let me know if you like coconut cream pie. I would love to know. And this one, since I didn't have the fragrance mist to pair with it, I just pulled this one out, which is whipped coconut milkshake. So this one definitely isn't as gourmand as I had hoped when I first purchased it this last summer. This one came out during the summer semi-annual sale, and I did pick up the body cream to this as well. But since I wanted to use my coconut cream pie, I thought this could be a good pairing. The coconut cream pie is definitely more like a gourmand scent, whereas this whipped coconut milkshake is not. I would not categorize this as like a gourmand scent. It's a coconut scent and it's sweet and I don't know, you don't get like, even though it's called milkshake, you don't really get that creaminess of like that vanilla and ice cream to me. And since it does have the amber note in this, it kind of makes it a little bit more perfumey than, you know, any kind of gourmand scent. So that's why I would not classify this as like a gourmand. But it did pretty well as a topper over the coconut cream pie because I think I was smelling the coconut cream pie more on my skin. And then I just used a light mist of this and it was perfect. And it did remind me kind of summer, water parks, all that stuff. So it was perfect for our day out there. And yeah, I do like this one, but it was just, I thought it was going to be better, I guess, when I got it. I thought it was going to be more gourmand, but it's definitely leaning more kind of toward a different scent group, I guess. But the fragrance notes on coconut or whipped coconut milkshake are vanilla ice cream, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. Whereas, like, that sounds like it could be a really good gourmand type scent, but I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's just a little bit more perfumey than, you know, I would have hoped, probably that amber note. But that is what I wore to the water park that day, and it paired pretty well. It smelled good. It held up for the most part. A lot of it got washed off though because we were like playing in the water and going down slides and all that stuff. So yeah, this is what I used on Wednesday. So the next day, Thursday, I brought this one to the hotel and just used this one. This is kind of one of my new like favorites in a way. I really like this one because it reminds me of some of my favorite scents. So this one is Sugar Sky, and this one is actually by Victoria's Secret's Pink. It came out this last fall. The fragrance notes on it are cotton candy skies, whipped vanilla, and sweet musk. So yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of cotton candy clouds that I showed you guys earlier in the week I wore. But I did pair it with the lotion, and this one smells so good to me. To me, this one actually smells like a mixture of cotton candy clouds. So it reminds me of cotton candy clouds. And then it also reminds me of warm vanilla sugar. So it kind of reminds me of both of these crossed. But then there is also like kind of a clean note in this. And that kind of levels it up into like a new fragrance. So yeah, to me that it smells kind of like a cross between warm vanilla sugar, cotton candy clouds, and then has just kind of like a fresh note. But it's not too fresh at all. Like, is definitely on the sweet side. Very, very sweet. Not necessarily gourmand, but I think this one is my favorite out of that pink collection that came out in fall. but it smells delicious. And I love that little like extra clean note because it just makes it different than, you know, just those two combined. And since I already love those two scents, like I love this one as well. It is very similar to those fragrances though. So like if you have those, I mean, you definitely don't need this one. And I don't think it's available anymore. I think they sold out all their stuff and now their Christmas stuff is on there, but this did come out this last fall. And yeah, I definitely love this one. Very nice. It lasts for quite a while in longevity of scent. And yeah, I just really, really enjoy this Sugar Sky one. So that is it. That is the last for the week. That was Thursday. So if you are interested in what I am actually wearing today, go ahead and head over to Instagram and follow me on there. Again, I will put my handle right here so you guys can find me. If you haven't already, go ahead and post your scent of the day in the comments. We would all love to know what you are wearing. And if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this kind of content, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video.